Icey BAES, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Icey, aka E Brooke, aka Ebony in the Hood if you really know me like that. And today I am back with another video for you guys. So first off, I just want to start off by saying if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for joining the Icey BAES family. Thank you for subscribing with your girl, you feel me? I appreciate the love. If you're not new to my channel, thank you so much for keeping up with us on this Icey BAES journey. We're gonna grow this channel, we're gonna put out this content, and yeah. And if you've never seen a video of mine, you don't know who I am and what you're watching, just join the family, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, we're gonna just get straight into this video. So today's video is going to be how to get a boyfriend. Okay, now this was requested by one of my subscribers, so I thought like, hey, why not? Now, I'm gonna be real with you. This is not clickbait, so I'm just gonna be telling you the top ways on how to get a boyfriend. And yeah, girl, like all my little lonely sisters out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. I'm gonna tell you how to get the job done, you feel me? I'm gonna tell you how to get the job done. So, first things first, yeah, I'm not gonna front. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it cut, clear, dry with y'all. I ain't got no boyfriend, but I've had boyfriends in the past, and you know, like I know my little ones and twos, you know what I'm saying? I'm 24, so I know my little ones and twos on how to get a boyfriend. So yeah, let's get into this video. The most biggest thing when it comes to trying to find a boyfriend, number one rule is if you're trying to find a boyfriend, I would say don't look. The reason why I say don't look for a boyfriend when you're trying to find a boyfriend is because it sounds like really dumb. It sounds ass backwards, but literally, like, I've noticed that when I actually try to look for something, I never find it. So I'm just a firm believer of if you're feeling like you're lonely, sis, or you're feeling like, oh, like I already have a boyfriend, it's cool. We can feel that way. I feel that same way, you know what I'm saying? But what I would suggest you to do is to tell yourself, okay, like I'm ready for a boyfriend or whatever, but don't go looking for him. When you look for a boyfriend, you're gonna come out looking for something that you wasn't even trying to catch. All I'm getting is these fuck boys. Like, I'm attracting fuck boys. Why am I attracting people that I don't really want? It's because you're looking too hard, sis. When trying to find a boyfriend, you mustn't actually look. All right, so rule number 2 on how to find a boyfriend. So when it comes down to trying to get a boyfriend, I would have to say you must start with yourself before you try to find someone else. You need to find yourself before you try to find someone else, you feel me? What I mean by that is if you're like going around looking for a boyfriend, you have to make sure like you're A1, you feel me? Like A1 the sauce, like A1 prep. You gotta make sure you're looking good, personality's in check. If you have like any like disorders or whatever, like any issues that you know you got from your past relationship, whether it's a bad attitude, your feet stink, or your breath stink, whatever issues that you got, before you actually go looking for a boyfriend, make sure like everything is good within yourself, okay? Just make sure you're on point, boo. You're gonna have a lot of expectations for the guy that you want. You're gonna have a lot of standards for the guy that you want. So what you have to make sure is that you're matching the same standards that you're putting out. All right, so tip number 3 when it comes to trying to find a boyfriend is know what you're looking for. When it comes to me trying to find a guy, I noticed that I tend to like the guy more when I knew exactly what I was looking for in the guy that I was trying to find. If you're going around aimlessly trying to find anything, trying to pick up anybody, at the end of the day, sis, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna come out very unsuccessful. You're gonna come out meeting guys that you're not even attracted to, that you don't share interests with, that you know you don't really have much of a vibe with. You want to make sure that when you're finding a boyfriend that you're able to vibe with the person. You want to make sure that you actually like them. You want to make sure that they're attractive. So it's all about setting standards. Now, I know a lot of times people frown on people that have high standards. It's good to have standards, but you want to make sure that your standards are reasonable. As women, we overthink, oh, I want a rich nigga, a figure that's my type, and mama, your bank account is in the negative. That kind of don't make sense. The two have to coincide, you feel me? Basically, the two gotta go together. Like, it's really good to dream up when you're trying to find a nigga, but you want to make sure that you're dreaming as high as your ass could jump over the same expectations that you're putting on the nigga you're trying to get. Tip number 4. Tip number 4 when trying to find a guy is to be open-minded. Now, when I say open-minded, I mean be open-minded as to what type of person you might attract. Sometimes you'll attract people that are not as attractive, but they have really good characteristics, they have really good qualities. Never want to not give someone a fair chance just because they're not looking like your favorite athlete, or they're not looking like whatever in your head you deem them to look like. Like, if they don't look exactly how you picture your dream guy to be, you have to understand that 9 times out of 10 your true soulmate is not going to look like your dream guy. Okay, that's first things first. You have to understand that you have to be realistic, and that everybody's gonna come pre-packaged with a bow on top for $12.99 on sale at Bloomingdale's. It's not gonna happen, mama. Sometimes your shit gonna be fucked up. The wrapping paper might be off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Might have a little dust on the side of it, you know what I'm saying? But you have to understand something. It's not about the way a person looks, it's about just the way that they carry themselves. Are they respectful? Don't try to like sell yourself short just because the person doesn't look like your dream guy or whatever that is. Tip number 5. You have to have a really great personality. There's negative Nancy's out there that don't really have great personality. They might have the looks, but their personality might be trash. Man is all about visual. He's about what he sees first, and then second, it's about what like can you bring to the table, like what's your personality like, you understand? Even if you're like the sexiest girl in the room, even if you have the highest confidence, you always want to make sure that your personality looks just as good as you do. A guy wants a girl that's very boring, that doesn't know how to have fun, that doesn't know how to laugh, that doesn't know how to joke. You want to make sure that you're laughable. You want to make sure that you're able to engage in conversation, because a lot of people cannot do that. So that means laugh at all his corny jokes, sis. Engage in conversation. Tell a couple jokes of your own. You have to be very likable. You can't just sit there and not be saying nothing, mama. Like, you got to be on point. Like, you got to make sure that he's bringing something and that you bringing something, because that's just where the vibe happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna vibe with anybody if your personality is not on point, if you're not easy to talk to, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta get that right, mama. You gotta make sure that you're good with that situation before you go try to talk to a nigga. Tip number 6. Number 6 is a very important tip. I find that it's actually helped me a lot in attracting the opposite sex. Even if I'm not looking to attract, I find that this helps me a lot, and I would have to say that is having confidence. Confidence is such a major thing in the world, period. Whether you're trying to find a guy, whether you're trying to find a job, whatever you're trying to do, confidence is very important. Confidence does come along with time and age, especially if you already lack confidence and you have low self-esteem. People can read through that. So you want to make sure that you're working on your self-esteem levels. You want to make sure you're a very confident individual, because men actually are attracted to more confident women. But you have to make sure that you're being confident, not cocky. When I was growing up, I was taught that it's good to be confident but not conceited, okay? Being conceited and being cocky is very much a turnoff. I find that guys really like a woman that is able to be independent and is able to take charge when the time is needed, and likes a woman that, you know, has like a little lead in her too, that has her, you know, own little feng shui going on. Guys are attracted to bomb ass bitches. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of women out here that their bodies is looking right and all that, but they credit ain't. You feel me? Don't think that, oh, like they got all their stuff together. No, like that gotta come from within. Confidence comes from within, and it doesn't come from without. Don't feel like all these girls are out here and they have all these perfect bodies, they have these big breasts and these big butts, and they're getting all the niggas, and I can't get nobody because I look like this, I look like that. No, mama. Pump your brakes right there. I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't matter what you look like. Trust me, somebody's gonna find something in you that they're gonna like, but they're not gonna find it if you haven't found it within yourself. Confidence is very important. I'm telling you, guys love that shit. Like, I'm telling you what I know. Tip number 7. Now, this next tip on how to find a boyfriend is a tip that I feel a lot of guys are very picky and choosy when it comes to this tip right here. You want to make sure that you're not looking as available, if that makes any sense. You don't want to make it seem that you're very accessible to every other man. Your man that is trying to court you, you'll be able to make them feel like they're the only man in the world, that you're not searching for other men's approval or attention. So you want to just make yourself, you know, look a little bit more conservative. Sometimes I might be the pot calling the kettle black, because, you know, I do post some type of like, you know, some type of like cute little you know, not nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's worse in the world. I don't be posting nothing crazy. But when it comes to me talking to a person, I know like my limits. If I'm not talking to anybody or whatever, I would never post anything crazy. But if you got the guy, or if you're talking to a guy or a guy's trying to court you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you always want to like leave a little bit to the imagination, you know what I'm saying? And that's just like keeping it real, okay? But that's what the niggas that you like. Like, if it's no guy that's out there that you like or whatever the case is, do you, sis. But if you're trying to get a boyfriend now, you might want to dial it back a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, put the booty away, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta show everything, you know what I'm saying? Even if like you do look too available or whatever the case is, don't be an attention seeker, okay? So even if like there's a lot of people that are trying to like talk to you, whatever, and you got your eyes set on this one person, don't be an attention seeker, okay? Stick to what you know, okay? Know how girl summer no more. It's cool girl fall, so now like we have to get our coins together, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cuffing season, so you trying to find a nigga, you might want to like stay out the other nigga DMs, you know what I'm saying? So if somebody pull up in your DMs, you don't gotta answer them, you know what I'm saying? Because we trying to cuff right now. Like, I'm not with the games, you feel me? So yeah, that's tip number 7. Tip number 8. Tip number 8 on how to find a boyfriend, I would say, is to be very personable. You definitely want to be as personable as you can. You want to be very relatable. You want to be able to engage in conversation. You also want to be able to be understanding when it comes to talking to the opposite sex, especially if they like to talk and to have conversation with you. You want to make sure that you're able to come right back, you know what I'm saying? Nobody likes a stink ass, stiff ass bitch. You feel me? Like, you want to make sure, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you down to earth. You gotta be down to earth, mama. What am I talking about? Okay. Tip number 9. You want to make sure you have some type of sex appeal. Yeah. I'm not saying that like you have to be sexy all the time, but you definitely want to be appealing to the eye, because like I said, men are visionary creatures, you know what I'm saying? They're looking at you with this, but they're thinking with that, you know what I'm saying? You want to be able to be attractive, you know what I'm saying? And you don't have to be the prettiest girl to be attractive. You could have on a whole bunch of clothes and you can still look appealing. You don't have to be naked to look appealing. Your smile, like the way you walk, the way you light up the room, everything that I said prior, all can definitely go into looking appealing, being appealing. You want to make sure you're giving your man something to look at, because if not, he gonna look at something else. Tip number 10 on how to find a boyfriend is you want to make sure you have some skill. Please don't be out here, girls, trying to find a boyfriend and y'all don't have no skills. I'm gonna be very frank with you. There's a lot of things that I'm not good at, but you want to make sure like you're bringing a little bit something to the table. I know sometimes there's a lot of girls that cook really well. Are you a cleaner? Like, what? It gotta be something. Like, what type of skill do you have? What can mama bring to the table? Like, what can you bring to the table? You have, whether you have a good job, whether it's good credit, good food. If you can make Kool-Aid good, it don't matter what it is, mama. You gotta have some type of a skill. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not like a domestic skill, like you could have like a talent or something. Like, you could be good at dancing. You could be a great artist. You could be into music. It could be anything. It could be entrepreneurship, whether you want to be a doctor, whether you're in school, whatever it is. A guy definitely likes a woman that has some type of skill under her belt, something that she's good at, something that she enjoys doing, some type of ambition. That's really like what catches a guy's eye when it comes to trying to find a boyfriend. All right, everybody, so that was the top 10 tips on how to get a boyfriend. And yeah, those are just some tips that I kind of thought of from the top of my head. If you guys liked any of the tips that I put in this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree with the tips that I have for trying to find a boyfriend. If you have any tips of your own, please leave them down in the comment box below. Let's get to chatting about this. What do you think it takes to find a boyfriend? Like, what are the things that you think that you should be doing when you should try to find a boyfriend? Or do you just feel like it's 2019, says fuck these niggas, we don't need a boyfriend? I don't know. I don't feel that way anymore. Hot girl summer's over. It's cuffing fall season. So yeah, I want a boyfriend. You know what? I'm about to see if this checklist applies to me. In a minute, I would like one. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for sticking with me. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications to be reminded when I make a new upload, because like I said, this train is moving, hunty. Thank you so much for watching my video. I love you guys for watching. Peace.